What's up, y'all? It's your girl, Miss Live 3D TV, back at you with another video. So, y'all, it's been some breaking news. Usher and Chris Brown has gotten into it in Las Vegas at a party last night. So, apparently, something happened with Tiana Taylor, and Tasha K got the tea. So, y'all, like, comment and subscribe. Tell me what you think in the comments.
I just got off the phone with someone who was right at the center and knows all the parties involved at the party that Usher threw for Chris Brown. Literally just got off the phone, okay? And apparently, the other blogger got some bits and pieces, but I got the whole story. And because I'm not going to be able to go live until Monday, I didn't want you guys to wait on it, okay? Because they're going to try to bury it anyway. So what you heard is all that you guys are probably going to hear, because everybody that was at the party was instructed not to release any pictures or videos, okay? Shout out to Ireland. Okay, so here's what happened. Do you remember, I think it was the American Music Awards or the VMAs, one of them, they were supposed to use Chris Brown to do a tribute to Michael Jackson. Okay, do y'all remember that? And Chris Brown was planning the production and everything. Tiana Taylor, as well as Sierra, was supposed to be a part of the tribute going down. Both of them later found out that they had commitments that they could not get out of. So they told Chris they couldn't do it. But because Chris is closer to Tiana, he felt like slighted, like, why are you pulling out? And then, you know what I'm saying, like we best friends, like they are so close that even regarding the Rihanna situation, Tiana Taylor will take up for like Chris Brown. Y'all gonna have to excuse me because I'm hung the fuck over. I didn't get up till 5. I didn't get home till 5 a.m. And then I got up at 8 a.m. Then I went back to sleep, and I just got up because I got off the phone. Like, this person called me and was like, Tasha, here's the drop, okay? This is exactly what happened. So he felt some type of way because in his heart, he felt like Tiana maybe got the message about the American Music Awards not using him, right? And so he felt like, he felt slighted. He felt disrespected. So he's been mad with her ever since that situation. Now, here's what happened at the skate party that Usher threw for him. Now, him and Usher have the same teams. The only difference is, like, team, management team, all that. The only difference between him and Usher is marketable. Chris Brown is not. No one wants to fool with Chris Brown really on a mainstream level because of that Rihanna situation, okay? So he hasn't really, even though he's been top of the charts, he's been able to sell his own records, but when it comes to endorsements, when it comes to things like that, they don't really fuck with Chris Brown like that, okay? And so the reason the American Music Awards, can they get all this backlash, so they decided to cancel. Chris has been mad ever since then, and Sierra backed out, Tiana backed up, but for some reason he stayed mad at Tiana. Now, Usher did the whole invite for the party, paid for the party out of his pocket. They have the same management team. Here's where things get sticky. They at the party, Chris is lit. They say he on a few things, okay? He on a few things we cannot describe at the moment, okay? No one wants any more lawsuits because one of the things that he's allegedly on, you got to take a blood test for that. So it doesn't show up in your system after 24 hours, it's according to the source, okay? That's what we're going to leave it on that. Now, you just use your little imaginations, okay? Now, he lit. Tiana's at the party. Instantly, he changed. So the whole night, he been throwing shade at Tiana. Then eventually, like, she got tired of it. He told her to get the fuck out my party. Get the fuck out my party. Now, mind you, Usher personally invited Tiana to the party, okay? And so Usher was like, hold on. No. She not going nowhere. Tiana was like, nah, it's cool. I'm leaving. He literally calling her all types of bitches, hoes, fuck you, you ain't this, you ain't that. My thing is, when my sources, I'm like, where the fuck is Tiana's husband? I ain't seen him around in a minute, because I guarantee you, If Emmett was at that party, which he wasn't, all that shit wouldn't have went down. Like, Chris wouldn't have been calling her no bitches, no hoes, no fuck you, no this and all of that, right? And besides, you at your birthday party. So Usher tries to get into it to diffuse the situation, telling Tiana she ain't got to go nowhere. Tiana said, nah, fuck that, I'm leaving. It's embarrassing, I ain't got to be here. So as she leaves, Chris is getting upset at how Usher handled the situation. So Chris decides to leave the party that Usher threw for him with his own motherfucking money. They got the same teams. Now here's another sticky situation. Chris, and I'm gonna see if I could drop, some invitations and stuff like that. We'll see. However, I'm just trying to give y'all the real story of what happened. So Usher follows Chris outside. There's no security following them. They go outside. Usher's talking to Chris. Chris is lit. Fucking Chris's team sneaks Usher from the side and they jump him. They beat his ass over him not liking what Usher had to say. Now, Chris has always had this underlying jealousy over Usher because they have the same team, and Usher gets booked for the things that Chris feels like he invented, like the skate thing. Everybody knows Chris has been skating, but they can't market him as a skater. Like, even though you invented that, there's nothing they could do with that because nobody really wants to skate with you. You know what I'm saying? So Usher is the skating brand. He's the face of the skating brand. That's his deal. Nobody wants to deal with you. And so there was more animosity behind that. So basically, Usher just embarrassed the fuck out of himself, trying to be nice, trying to, show love to somebody that he thought really loved him, but deep down inside, he was always jealous and envious of him. Because here's the thing, like, he's mad at Tiana Taylor, Chris, but you don't have that same energy for Sierra, okay? Like, because he wouldn't try Sierra like that. Russell's not having that. I feel like there's just certain situations where niggas will try you in if they feel that you don't have the protection that you should have. And maybe he felt entitled that he could talk to Tiana like that because Tiana and him are close. Like, Tiana's even taken up for him when it came to the Rihanna situation. She's always been there for him. So they're like best friends. And for him to disrespect her in front of their circle of friends last night was really fucked up and below the belt. And Usher was like, wait a minute, ain't nobody leaving. Everybody gonna stay. Chris felt like Usher should have took his side. He followed him outside. He thought Usher was on some fuck shit. His team stole him. They jumped him. But bottom line, Usher is fine. He ain't got no bruises or nothing like that. He cool, but he's just really embarrassed over the situation because it's like, how are we friends? How do we have the same team? And you just, like, imagine somebody throwing your party and you beat their ass. You have your whole crew try to beat his ass. Think like but everyone has been talking about Chris's increase in use of certain things. Certain things. Okay? Whether they're street fed or whatever. People have been talking shit about his things. Okay? Yes, Usher and Chris are really close. That's why Usher threw Chris her birthday party. Usher thought that they were closer than they were. Okay? But apparently Chris said, get some fucking body else to do it. I'm here because, bitch, you told me to be here and I don't want this bitches here because, yes, technically it's my fucking party. And if it's my birthday and I want to get lit, I'm going to get lit with the motherfuckers that get lit with me. And this bitch is not getting lit with me. So Chris said, get that bitch out my party right now. Usher said, hold up, wait a minute. Put that on everything. You don't mean that. What you say? Say it again. No, we can't do that. I'm coming to talk to you. And got his ass whooped. So, yes, that's what happened that day. Okay, so they trying to get the people not to release the videos and pictures and things like that. But the source that I know that's we're like this, okay? Well, right there, right motherfucking there, okay? Same source